Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's almost time!
What up, everybody? It's almost time. I'm your co-host for the evening. They call me A1. Might call me some other things, but I guess it depends on the day, right? With me tonight, we just got one other co-host. This is Mr. Resident Hater, Paul Wilby. How you doing, my dude?
Tired.
Tired? Working doubles will do that to you. I appreciate you joining me tonight so I don't get social anxiety and just cop out.
I was supposed to work at 5:30 this morning, but I didn't know it, so I stayed up till 2:30 drinking and then worked 2 shifts.
Ouch.
My
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink to that, but
lights are all fucked up and I'm too lazy to fix them. That's why my lighting's all fucked up.
I was gonna say no. It's just gonna match your energy low tonight, right? Low.
I guess.
I shed a tear on Saturday, and I think a lot of people did, and not because of the results. I think we all kind of expected what happened, but yeah. If that was the last time I heard Bruce Buffer announced Dustin the Diamond Porier, it's a little bittersweet.
Chael says it's not. He's going to 170.
You think so?
That's just what Chael said. I don't know.
Chael says he's also undefeated still too, and I'm pretty sure his professional record begs to differ. But
yeah, but like that's obviously a joke, and I don't think he's joking about this.
Nah,
I don't know what makes him think that. I just thought it was worth noting.
No, I feel you. I can understand that. Personally, I think he's probably got one or two left in him. He knows they're not going to be title fights unless he steps in short notice Volk style. Speaking of Volkanovski says he would like to fight Poirier if he was up to it. I think that it would be a nice stylistic matchup and something we had never seen before. Also, really quick, I'm going to clear the record because I misspoke a couple Sundays ago. Mr. Sean Coonery, a.k.a. the Trash Panda, did not miss his parlay pick. He did not have Carlston Harris. He had Lerone Murphy, who pulled out the unanimous decision victory over Barboza. So I already added the notch. But I guess, yeah, we'll start really quick with the parlays here. Only one of 3 parlays hit last night or Saturday. See, I'm so used to going on Sundays. I'm thinking it was still last night. But only one of the 3 parlays hit last night. And I say this with a little, I get, again, not boasting, but maybe a little bit.
Parlay boys.
It was my parlay that hit. So I'm back into the mix. I'm officially, I believe, now at 10 victories for the season, trailing 1 behind you now and 3 behind Mr. Sean Coonery. By the way, if y'all don't know, that's Mr. Coonery is doing Real Ninjas tonight. This is why we usually don't go on Mondays, just because he's got other obligations. So that's why it's just us 2 men in the ship right now. But yeah, my parlay was Roman Kopylov over I'm drawing a blank as far as who he was fighting. And this is actually one of 2 fights I did not see last on Saturday. I was on my way out to my pops' house. We watched most of the undercard at where I stay, and then headed out to my dad's house to watch the main event there. So I missed my fight, Kopylov, and then I also missed the Gelatin Almeida fight. So I guess the prior parlay.
Parlay boys.
And just to so I'm not just saying, oh, the Kopylov fight. Let me go back to my cheat sheet right here. So Roman Kopylov got, I think it was a split decision victory actually over Cesar Almeida. From what I understood, or at least from what my dad says, it was a lot of hugging, a lot of control time, a lot of stagnation. And I think he did it just because he knew how dangerous Almeida was. Kopylov had lost his last fight prior to this. I think just kind of wanted to get back on the winning track. So I think that's also another reason I didn't watch it. He made it sound very lackluster and boring. So I'll take your word for it. I got my parlay pick. So I'll take it. But yeah, the fight prior to that was Gelatin Almeida versus Alexander Romanov. Romanov was Cornbread's pick for the parlay. And it was a first round sub, if I believe right. If the site isn't lying to me, let me hop over to Sure Dog, because they're gonna tell you everything. But yeah, from what my dad said, it was light work. He got it in quick, and that was that. It was like 2.5 minutes into the first round. Come on, what is happening here? Come. There we go. All right, got my handy dandy cheat sheet now in front of me. And yeah, it was Gelatin Almeida, 2 minutes 20 seconds, 2 minutes 27 seconds of round number 1. Rear naked choke winner, Gelatin Almeida. And like I said, Kopylov with the split decision victory over Cesar Almeida. And then the final parlay pick of the night.
Parlay boys.
Was your pick, and that was it was Costa over Strickland, right?
Yep, and he did not do that at
Man,
all.
he stunk it the fuck up. That was one of my least favorite fights of the night. Just with I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, Sean has proven himself like this style works to at least help him not lose. But at the same time, his style of fighting makes it very hard for judges to judge from the sounds of it, because this ended in a split decision. It should not have. I'll make that very clear. Costa did not win that fight by any means. He won a round, maybe 2. I gave him the first round, actually. My dad thought I was fucking crazy in saying that, but I just felt like he was landing the bigger shots, and damage is supposed to score the number one criteria, and the judging is supposed to be damage. But I had 3 people basically telling me that I was wrong in my assessment of that fight. And, I don't know. I guess I got to go back to the board or maybe rewatch it and see if I see it any different. But yeah, they official scores was 49-46 Strickland, 49-46 Costa, and then 50-45 for Strickland. And again, he did win the fight. It was a lot of just walking him down, though. I don't know if he thought he was just going to tire him out and just start picking him apart. But he didn't really start letting off until like maybe 30 seconds left in the entire fight. Like, really started putting it on. He did like a flying karate kick and started jawing off at him. It's like, where was that for the first 24 minutes? So, like, if you would have done that just coming straight out the gate, I think you probably could have finished him. He dropped him twice throughout the fight too, but if you look at the official statistics for the fight, they did not count either one of them as a knockdown. Not quite sure why, but yep. Your thoughts on that fight?
I thought the whole card was kind of mid.
It really was. What saved it was the main event. That was.
I didn't even really like it that much. I had it on. But it was not entertaining enough to me to stop doing what I was doing and watch it.
Okay.
Like, I watched it, but like I don't remember anything about it.
It wasn't like enthralling. It wasn't like you were glued to the TV. It was just kind of there.
Yep, I had it on next to me on my phone on the couch I was sitting on, and I decided to talk to my homie instead of watch it. So I don't know. I guess that says enough. I don't know.
I got you. No, I will. We'll just go ahead and talk about the main event here really quick. Like I said, this is almost to a decision actually. Um, Poirier put up a way better fight than a lot of people thought it was. What they thought he was going to do, especially with the takedown defense and just being able to get back up to his feet. One of the judges, and this isn't saying much about last night, but one of the judges had it 2 rounds apiece going into the 5th round. I don't know how that happened. I think I gave Poirier, it was either round 3 or round 4. I don't remember specifically. I was a little litty, but just with the round where they were working out of the clinch and he was lighting up Islam's body, just lighting him up, body shots, uppercuts, but was really peppering it onto the body, and Islam wasn't liking it. Another thing too, after the fight, Islam's team did confirm he did have staph.
What?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
And I guess it got me thinking about it. Like, how are these guys even getting cleared to fight if they've got a staph infection? But I guess once you start taking the antibiotics for it, after 2 days of taking the antibiotics, it's no longer contagious.
Did they fight in Abu Dhabi?
No, this was in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
But it could explain too why like Islam did not seem like his normal self. He didn't seem like the pressure was as much as like what he put on against Volk or what he had against Oliveira. He seemed a little just off, and that was probably it, especially when he got into the later rounds. Dustin also, I think it was in round 3, caught him with a really good elbow, busted him open, had him gushing. To where going into that 5th, I thought Dustin was going to do enough to maybe get to a decision, but Islam with a really nice, it was like an ankle pick takedown, got him down, and then what was it? I'm gonna call it the fucking wrong goddamn submission.
He had it like this.
It was a
the dick twist.
Bravo choke or Bravo choke. It was basically Americana.
He had his like
And Dustin tapped, and then after tapping, went to sleep. Actually admitted that he was out for a few seconds. And again, I gotta give a lot of credit to Islam for that. Dustin is a legend. You know, one of the best fighters that's never held undisputed gold. Anyways, just 40 plus pro fights or something like that. He's been fighting since he was 18. Is 35 now, so 17 years, basically half his life he's been fighting, and he's fought the who's who of contenders, and more likely than not has come up on top. Another reason I would like to see him fight again is Poirier's never lost back-to-back in his career, period. So where the math will tell you if he fights again after this, he can at least go out on a dub if all goes well. But performance of the night or fight of the night, performance of the night was Porier versus Makhachev. I want to say Kevin Holland actually, and good transition, good segue. Because we already talked co-main. The fight before that was Kevin Holland versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. And this was a 1st round submission by armbar. Kevin Holland got himself a performance of the night bonus for that one. He broke his arm. Like, dude, this happened in the 1st round. They were exchanging on the feet. Oleksiejczuk dropped him with a knife. I think it was like a left hook or something like that. Dropped him and then jumped into guard and left his arm in there too much, and Kevin grabbed up the arm, went for the arm bar, and had it locked in, gave him, I think it was a good 10 or 15 seconds, a chance to actually tap before doing damage to it. He looked at the ref. I think Herb Dean was calling that fight. Kind of looked at Herb, was like, hey, are we going to stop this, or are you going to make me break his arm? Are you going to make me pull a Frank Mir or Tim Sylvia? He said, no, you do it. You break that arm. And so we did. And dude still didn't tap, but it got stopped because obviously you could kind of see a bone sticking out by the elbow, but the other way, like it's not supposed to be going that way. So they stopped it, and the dude was pissed that they stopped it. But I mean, what do you expect, man? Like, you can't fight with with a broken arm, especially if they notice it anyways. If you break a hand or something, just don't tell them until after, and they'll probably let you fight. But that one was a little bit obvious, so that they had to stop it.
Yeah, I don't know. When that guy must be stupid as fuck. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
No, for real. And
Like, how I don't get it. I don't get how you can be mad about it and not feel like a fucking retard at the same time.
I mean, to his defense, he is Polish.
Are Polish people stupid? I don't know.
That's the stereotype, anyways.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny.
And I'm not saying that is the case. We don't condone any kind of racism or stereotyping here at It's Almost Time. But
Polish power.
But yeah, Kevin Holland with a performance in the night there. Fight prior to that, I actually had it was like a 4-leg parlay going. I don't and the crown to end it off was going to be Alex Morono versus Nico Price. And about 5 minutes before that fight started, I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna cash out because I'm not. This isn't sitting right with me, and I'm so fucking glad I did. Because yeah, Nico Price got a unanimous decision victory over Alex Morono. They had fought in the past, and Nico had gotten I think it was a flash knockout. And actually, if you look at the odds, Morono was like a minus 285, and so minus 265. So a lot of times what I do, especially if I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna win, if it's that stacked, that's usually how I build my parlays. I might throw like 1 plus 100 in there with like 4 or 5 minus 300s, minus 260s, and hope for the best. My first parlay actually of the night did get busted. Second fight in, I'll get to that, but yeah, Nico Price unanimous decision victory. He looked decent against Morono. Morono wasn't liking the shots and just really wasn't able to get off.
I think that he looks a little small for the weight class. He looks like he's like kind of flabby, whereas Nico is like big and lean.
Yep. I feel like Morono probably should be fighting closer to 85, either that or shedding some of that excess body fat. Because yeah, you were right. It's not like he looks super chiseled or like he couldn't go any lower. He's got a little excess weight on him.
I don't like weight cutting, but like in the current climate that we're in, everybody's weight cutting. So
you have to if you want to be competitive, because otherwise, if you don't weight cut, you're fighting somebody that's either a weight class or 2 above you.
Unless you're Israel Adesanya and you just never cut any weight.
Yep. No, he doesn't. I think it's like maybe 5 pounds, 6 pound stops that he's got to slim down, which really I don't consider that a weight cut. I consider that not drinking water.
Yeah.
Fight prior to that, though, Randy Brown versus Alizu Dos Santos, or Zaleski Dos Santos. Another unanimous decision victory, but Randy Brown got the nod. I wasn't super surprised with that. I kind of figured that, yeah, Brown was going to get the dub. I know we touched already on Cesar Almeida and Roman Kopylov, and then Jailton Almeida and Alexander Romanov. I didn't see the Jailton fight, but I was kind of surprised. It's a rare drop for Mr. Cornbread as far as this parlay picking's going.
Right.
I guess we've only got like 4 or 5 other fights to even talk on this one. So I was about to say, hey, let's parlay pick, but lightweight bout between Grant Dawson and Joe Solecki. Grant Dawson, unanimous decision victory. Solecki was looking like he might be something until about 3 fights ago. He got slept, I think, back to back, and just hasn't really gotten his footing back. I don't think Grant was really in any trouble throughout this fight, and just it was kind of light work. Yeah, it looks like the last win Solecki got was back in June of 2022. He got submitted by Deaton in February of last year, and then he got starched by Drakkar Klose in December of last year. So he's on a 3-fight skid now. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops one more. They're probably gonna see that little flash fighter removed.
You know how long of a fucking losing streak T-Ferg's on right now?
Yeah, but you remember how many fights he had won prior to this 7-fight skid? This is the only reason that Ferg's still
almost tied. He's creeping up on tying.
I think that I seen a meme. Somebody said, Tony Ferguson's the type of guy to go on an 11 fight losing streak just to match his 11 fight winning
Yeah.
streak.
Yeah. 7-11.
But speaking of T Ferg, since we are mentioning his name, he's actually got a fight coming up. He's going to be fighting. I think it's what is it, Michael Chiesa?
Yep.
I think this is at 304, if I remember right. I could be wrong. It could be a fight night, but yeah, if you lose to Chiesa, especially after being on a 7-fight, 6-fight losing streak, you're probably going to get cut. And actually, Dana said, win or lose, this is probably his last fight in the UFC. At least that's what he was hinting at. Who knows if he goes out there and does something crazy? Maybe he'll take another run at it. I don't see it. I love Ferguson, but sometimes you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him, as that country song says, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Dawson over Selecki, unanimous decision victory. Phil Rowe versus Jake Matthews. This was a back and forth fight. Again, like you were saying, a lot of these fights are lackluster. I feel bad kind of just like just kind of rushing through these, but there wasn't a whole lot that happened last night besides the submission or the two submissions besides the two submissions that happened. Everything else was a decision. Nobody slept except for there was a fight in the crowd.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent the link into the group chat. I don't know.
Did you see the end of it where they tossed him over the railing?
I didn't know. I didn't see dude get tossed over the railing, but I saw that he had the high ground like Obi-Wan.
Yep.
And still got himself slapped. Like,
yep.
You're not a Jedi,
okay, so
obviously.
The guy who got slept, they pushed the guy over the rail who slept him.
Oh, the guy that slept him got pushed over?
Yeah, the dude's homies came down and they kept pushing him until I don't think the rail drop off was that far, but they pushed him down to the next section.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought that shit was funny. He was fucking that boy up too. He got a couple.
No,
and
it was funny. It seemed like the dude that got slept was talking all of the shit though, was instigating.
Right. He was, yeah,
like,
hey, he was fucking screaming.
You want this smoke? And this dude said, "Pop!" Got him rocked, and then he pushed him down. He came back up and started rocking him more, and then brought dude down to his level and was like molly-whopping the shit out of him.
Yeah, he said fucking. Boom.
Yeah, bro. Dude was sleeping. For sure. I didn't see the part though where he got through over the railing. That's nuts. That's some WWE.
You can hardly see it. You really just see them push him, and you can see him kind of like fall a little bit. But
gotcha. But yeah, back to this decision win. Phil Rowe and Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews, unanimous decision victory. They got it right. I definitely think Matthews won that fight, which is saying a lot on this card because there was some weird calls in this fight, or in this fight card, I should say. Mickey Gall versus Basil Hafez. Hafez won a unanimous decision victory. I want to say it was probably 29-28, but Gall was getting his ass whooped for the first 2 rounds, and then finally started about a couple minutes left in the second round. Actually, finally started to find Hafez's chin. Had him rocked a couple times, and actually that third round I felt like went to Gall, but I feel Hafez probably did enough that he earned that decision. Eileen Perez versus Jocelyn Edwards. This was a back and forth fight. And I'm surprised Perez got the victory. I'm also kind of pissed because I picked Jocelyn in my parlay. She's the one who busted my shit. So I think I was being a little biased anyways. I could see Perez getting the victory and actually was controlling more, was trying for some stuff. But I swear to God, the first 2 rounds, Perez kept getting these judo throw takedowns. And I was yelling at Edwards, stay the fuck off of the cage. You know what she's doing. You know when she gets there what she's going to do. And you fed into it every time. But in Edwards' defense, once they were down, some of these reverses that she was pulling during that fight, I was impressed, especially with Perez's ground game. I was surprised that Edwards was able to do anything to get out of those situations, made it a dogfight, and Perez had to get out of there with the unanimous decision victory. And then the fight that opened it up was Mitch Raposo versus Andre Lima. Lima, I think, was the only fighter this card that missed weight, and he missed significantly. I think he was 4 pounds over or weighed in at 140 when the cutoff is 136.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, this one was kind of a little bit back and forth, and actually, I think it seemed like it was more back and forth than it was because the crowd was behind Mitch Raposo. He's from the Jersey area. It was his debut, and they was pissed that Lima missed weight. I think this is the second time too in 2 UFC fights that this dude has missed weight. This is the guy that got bit by what's his name, Severino, and ended up getting the tattoo of the bite mark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Back in March, actually. Yeah, damn. That was a decently quick turnaround, though. But yeah, Lima, I like Lima's style. He was eating the shit out of fucking Raposo's legs with the kicks. Like, literally had him compromised in the first 2 minutes, and for whatever reason, didn't keep going to it.
I thought that's what Paulo was gonna do to Sean at first,
No,
but
not for real. He landed
didn't keep up
one
with it.
good wheel kick, and that was it. And Sean even halfway blocked that one. But then with the pressure that Sean was putting on Costa that whole fight, like, he needs to start pulling the trigger.
Yeah, usually Costa's the one pushing forward. I don't know. Yeah, who knows
And
what was going on?
supposedly Costa has said since then, he said, no, old Paulo's coming back. I don't care if I lose. I'm coming to take your head off now. I'm not fighting smart. I'm not fighting for cardio. I'm not fighting for longevity. I'm coming in there to knock your head off.
That is not what it looked like he was doing, but I don't know.
Well, no, this was after the
Yeah.
fight. And I think he's disappointed in himself too. He realizes that he needs to start pushing it. And really what happened was Izzy humbled him. He has not been the same fighter since he fought Izzy. He looked okay against Whitaker. He got the decision over Luke Rockhold too, but that's not saying much, especially when Rockhold already had 1 foot out the door. But yeah, he claims that his next fight we're going to see old Paulo. I hope for his sake and for the fans' sakes that he's right. I hope that he sticks to that and we really get to see the Paulo Costa of old, because that dude was a beast. Was like just chewing people up. I don't think most of the time he wasn't seeing a second round because he was knocking people out right out the gate. Like, just really good pressure, really good punches, really good kicks. And we have not seen that lately. He did land a really good kick though against Whitaker, his prior fight, that I was surprised Robert didn't go to sleep. And actually, I think Whitaker was on record saying, I was surprised that I didn't go out with that one. I don't know how I ate that, but it gave him more confidence. He's like, oh, okay, my chin isn't compromised. I'm not done just because I got slept.
I don't know what happened, but my whole world just went sideways for a second.
What do you mean?
No, like when you get kicked in the head, he's like, I don't know what happened. My fucking head just like jerked over to the left for some reason.
I thought you were saying some shit happened to you. I was like,
oh,
man.
No.
Doubles.
No, that would be weird if my whole world literally went sideways while we're streaming. That would be fucked up. I'd be like, bro, I gotta go.
Sorry, bro. I don't mean to leave you hanging.
I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Oh man, let's see here. So we got a fight night coming up next weekend. Main event is Jared Cannonier and Nasruddin Imavov. I couldn't think of his first name there at first. But yeah, that's a main event. Co-main is Dominic Reyes versus Dustin Jacoby.
I like that fight. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy how fucking people thought Dominic Reyes was the guy to beat John Jones at the time.
Yep. Well, and there are still people that feel like Reyes won that fight.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, it was a good fight, but
it was a close fight. It was one of the closest fights Jones has had in his career. Right. But if you watch from basically the halfway through the second round on, Jones started to pick it up. And I think going into the third round, he realized that he needed to light a fire under his ass, and he did that. I'm always noticed I'm in an old school belief that you don't coast by to beat the champion. To beat the champion, you legit have to put a fucking stamp on it.
Yeah.
Like, just pure domination. And again, first round was Reyes all the way. Second round, I could see that being a swing round, and I'm pretty sure it was. But from the third round on, That was Jones. Jones all the way. And just the same with the first Gustafsson fight. Gustafsson did not win that fight. Like, I don't care what people want to say. I think it's just, again, Jones got a lot of haters. Everybody want to see the brilliant fall. And it didn't happen. And yeah, Reyes has not won a fight since losing to Jones. I'm surprised that he's still around. The only reason I think he's still around is because he's taken some time off in between some of these knockouts. Yuri gave him one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen, probably in Reyes' career. A nice little spinning back elbow onto the cage, just straight took him out. And up to that point, Reyes was looking decent against Yuri, but Yuri's always getting touched. That's going to be his downfall. He's good, and he can eat a lot of shots to give him. But when you get in there against a sniper, against an elite striker, and it is probably not going to be good. I mean, again, look what happened between him and Peloton. I think if they run that back, I mean, Yuri might have a shot to where he might have something for him, but I think it probably ends the same way. I think just Pereira's too technical. He's got power, and at this point, he's already in his head. He's already shown he can do it. People have complained about that stop, but I think it was justified. Really quick here, since we're talking about this upcoming fight card here on Saturday, Mr. Cannonier is not in the house with us right now, but I don't even need to ask his parlay pick because his son is fighting. So for his parlay pick, go ahead and give him Rosas.
All right, easy.
I'll go ahead. I will let you pick because I'm kind of torn. I've got one or two fights that I'm picking from, so I'll let you decide who you want to back, and we can go from there.
Who's his son fighting? I can't find him on DraftKings.
Tercios. Yeah, Ricky Tercios. Unless, did they pull it already? Did he not clean his room?
I guess I just missed it. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. They have it out of order.
Do they?
Yeah, they have it as... I'm so confused. Yeah, they have... Usually they have it to where it goes chronological order, but Jared Cannonier is above Raul Rosas. Okay, we got Rosas, and I think I'm gonna fucking... I've never liked fucking Dominic Reyes because I feel like he has a fucking really short legs and a long torso.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with the hometown homie, Justin Jacoby.
Oh yeah. See, that was one of the two fights I was gonna pick on, and I was actually gonna back Jacoby. So I like your pick there. Give me the up and comer then, Brad Katona.
Okay.
The Canuck.
This is a fucking... I don't know what you call it. A bitch parlay plus 136. I like it though.
That's, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes.
Whoa, I'm not trying to... I meant to put 0.25 for a 25-cent bet and put 725.
Good. I hope you didn't hit submit.
No, I mean, I don't even have that much in my account. They wouldn't even let me.
I hope not, man. Damn. Yeah, no, this kind of seems like a so-so card, but again, after what just happened at 302, I think this has the potential of probably being a better card or more entertaining card than 302 was, with just how everything turned out.
Right.
Also, another point about 302, Islam called out the 170 pound champion. He called out Leon. But then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, this dude's always calling out people that are not in his weight class. Like, when's the last time he called for somebody that's actually a true 155er? I don't think he ever has.
Right.
Even when he was winning before he was champion, he called out who was it, Mayweather? And he
Yeah,
called
I
out Brock
remember.
Lesnar. And those, I'm pretty sure those were jokes, but this dude's always just calling out weird people that aren't in his weight class. Personally, I think the fight to make now that he has actually beat a legitimate, actually defended against a 155er, I say make him defend one more time before he's talking about going up. Make this motherfucker fight Arman. As Sarukian deserves the fight. He's put in the work since then. He made his debut on short notice against Islam and took him to a decision. Actually, was a very competitive fight. It was probably one of Islam's toughest fights up to that point in his career, and he did that on his debut. He was supposed to get the shot against him this last go around, but turned it down because it was going to be a short camp. And he said, "No, I already fought him short notice before. Give me a full camp, and I will beat him." That's actually something I think Poirier, for as good as Khabib was and for as scary as Khabib was, I don't see the same thing from Islam. Islam is great, don't get me wrong, but he's got some holes in his games. He's showing he can be beat. You get him into them deeper waters and you really put it on him like Volk did that first fight, and he'll gas. He's also he got KO'd his debut, and again that was years ago. He's now on like a 13 fight win streak in the lightweight division. And actually, I think just set a record for most consecutive defenses at lightweight. But I guess that's kind of easy to do when two of them are against 145er. But yeah, give him Sarukian. If he gets past Sarukian, let him go up to 170. But I don't even know if he's going to want to go up to 170 after 304 happens, because I think Bilal's about to shock the world. Regardless if it's a decision or not, I think he's bringing that fight to Leon, and I think Leon's getting dethroned.
It could happen.
And then what? Because those two train together, you think Islam would still fight Bilal? I think he might be chomping at the bit too, actually, because I'm sure he thinks he can beat him.
Yeah.
But
Bro, so I went down a miniature rabbit hole a minute ago when I was talking about Reyes' short legs. And I found the funniest fucking picture ever. It's so funny it looks photoshopped, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Let's see this.
Oh no, what are you doing? Stop doing that. Okay. Let's see. So, to preface what you're about to see, Stipe Miocic's leg reach is 1 inch shorter than Jose Aldo's.
Nuh-uh. That's got to be photoshopped.
It's not, dude. I'm pretty sure it's not.
That's got to be photoshopped. There ain't no fucking way, dude.
He's just got a long torso, dude.
There ain't no way, dude.
I don't know if it is. It might be, but I don't know, dude.
There ain't no way that Stipe's got fucking Barney Rubble legs.
I don't know, dude. I think he does.
Man, there ain't no way. Hold up. I'm going to just see if I can pull up a picture of Stipe on their site to see if that
I think it might just look like that, too, because he's next to Aldo.
Dude, no. There is no fucking way, dude.
Doesn't he look so funny in this picture?
Man, that's
his arms are longer than his legs in this picture. I think I think you're right. I think it might be photoshopped.
It's gotta be, man. And I don't even know if the site's gonna do anything because, yeah, look, they I don't know, on the site they've got him cut off at the torso. Maybe that's why. Man, that can't be real.
I think his leg reach is actually that short, but I think they might have stretched out his stomach in this picture.
They had to have, man. Like, what the fuck, man?
But he also is that tall. He's like 6'4", but I don't know. Something is fucking weird about that
and
guy.
5 feet of it's in his torso. Man, hey, I don't know if you can jump into the group chat, and if you can share that video link I posted.
Okay,
let's show the people the most entertaining fight at UFC 302.
The people's main event.
The people's main event. There you go.
Yes. Where is it? Is it the last video that you posted with the...
The guy that's on the lawnmower?
Oh, yep, here we go. All right, the people's main event.
Yeah, see the guy on the guy above that's got the high ground, he's woofing and he's talking all of this shit. Look, he touched dude first. I should have known what was gonna happen though. He's rocking the man bun. I wonder what they were arguing about.
Oh, he went for the ankle pick?
And then it cuts a little bit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes, that's the part where he's rocking his shit.
Gets him down further though, like on the railing, and starts mollywalking him. Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is the part I was thinking of. Yeah, he rocked. He's got his hair. That's kind of a bitch, but whatever. All right, now his leg's over the railing right there. He's got one leg over, and they're pushing him. See him hanging? You see his foot. They just pushed him off.
Man.
Did you hear what this guy's saying?
The first half of it was going.
He said he's yelling at him because I guess he said that you're a white boy saying the N-word.
Oh damn.
That's what he says. He says you're a white boy saying the N-word. I said sit down and shut up.
Man. Dude had the high ground like Obi-Wan and then got slapped. He ain't no Jedi for sure.
Right.
How you gonna have the high ground and then get slapped?
How you gonna be 6'4" and 3/4 of that torso? I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to compare my proportions.
Man, you still got me dead over that picture, man.
That means
got to be photoshopped.
Everybody's got to go for body shots on Stipe because there's a lot of body there to hit.
That's all he's got is straight body. And I ain't talking hair.
You don't need to go for those legs because those things are like little stubby tree trunks.
No, it's like little Barney Rubble legs, and they probably built like that too. Like this motherfucker, he's got a goddamn stone car, and he's got to run with it like that. He's got a Flintstones car.
Pull a Chris Weidman and break your own leg when you kick his.
Man. So, you got anything to chime in about as far as what you think is next for Islam?
Oh, Islam? What I would like to see for Islam versus what Islam does are probably two different things. But let's.
Well, yeah. What would you like to see?
What would I like to see? Let me pull up the rankings and see if there's any worthy contenders. Okay. It's actually what do I want or what do I think?
What let's start with what you want and then what you think.
Okay. What I want, I guess. I want TiiiME Khabib to leave and real Khabib to come back. No, I don't really like. I think this is a bad thing, but I don't really give a shit what Islam does. Like I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. I can't. Anybody. I don't see anybody in these rankings who I think actually beats Islam. So it's like I don't really know. Maybe Benoit Saint Denis, but who knows? Probably not.
Well, and Saint Denis still back down there a little bit because
Right, he's 13. All right, so I guess what I would want is for Islam to probably fight Leon because there's nothing better to do.
you don't think Armand's got anything for him?
I guess maybe. Is Armin coming off a win, or does he have something
Yeah,
booked?
he
or-
just he had what was a decision victory over Charles Oliveira at 300.
Oh yeah.
And they offered him Islam that fight, but he was gonna have to do it on a short camp again, and he said no, give me a full camp, and I'll do it. But I'm not fighting him on short notice again. I did before. I want my full camp.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would be fine, but it's just not something that excites me that much. What I think will happen is that whoever wins between Michael Chandler and McGregor will probably get a title shot.
That would, bro, and I think that's really what the UFC would want, just because of the bad blood between Conor and Khabib.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like they cream their pants if they can make that matchup. If Conor comes back and he actually looks good, that will be the next fight. I'd almost put money on that. I wish I could.
Right.
Speaking of, I got this bad boy today. Actually, came in. Nice little Khabib auto.
Are those the Panini cards?
These are the Topps cards.
I was gonna say I heard that Panini lost the license and Topps is
Yep.
making them now.
Topps is back. They're actually two products in now. They've got the Topps Chrome, and just a couple weeks ago, got the they started doing the Topps Midnight. And the Midnight, actually, I didn't think I was gonna like them, but this bad boy right here out of 99, it's the Constellations, and you got Valentina and Alexa Grasso.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah. I got a couple sweet numbered Amanda Nunes. I got a Amanda Nunes auto to 99 from the Midnight, and I pulled one of her. I think it's a base card, but it was a cracked ice, so it was 2 out of 5. That's I'm holding on to that one. That's actually in my special case. But yeah, no, they're doing all right. I'm kind of they do a product, or they did in the past, called Museum, and I'm looking to see what they're gonna do there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I know we touched a little bit on the card this upcoming Saturday. Who you got in the main event, Cannonier or Imavov? Or could you not give a shit?
I mean, I think I have to go with Imavov because I like Jared Cannonier, but he's good. He just never seems to
hit that next level,
deliver any special perform. Like, he always does pretty good, but he never does anything exciting or fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not fucking knocking people out, and he's not. I mean, it's not like I always care about that, but it's like,
well, it helps.
He's just another fighter. He's just another fighter.
Nothing jumps off about him.
Yeah.
I get that. I definitely get that. He's had some good performances, but it's not consistent enough. He got his shot against Izzy, and that was one of the most boring title fights I'd seen in a minute. Like, neither one of them did shit. And I feel like that's what makes Izzy thrive, is the competition that he faces. If he faces somebody that's not dangerous, he doesn't push himself.
Yeah.
Whereas if he gets somebody that's kind of scary there, he'll actually go out and try some shit. Actually, that would be my next question for you. If or when these two rematch, Strickland and Izzy, who do you think's going to pull it off? You think Izzy's going to right the wrong, or you think that it's just styles make fights, and Sean's got the perfect style to beat Izzy?
Yeah, it's hard telling, man. I don't understand even how Sean's style really works. So it must be something that you really don't understand until you get in the cage with him, because I don't know. I feel like on paper he fucking sucks. But he obviously doesn't, you know?
Yeah, no, it's and again, I think it's the defense. It's hard to figure out what he's doing, and he's really good at checking leg kicks, which you get a couple of them checked, and your shit's hurting. So
One
I
thing that
get that.
one thing that Chael pointed out, which I know he says a lot of dumb shit, but I don't think this was one. He was comparing him to an older fighter from like the more Pride era, but I can't remember who it was, but he said this guy he would see a punch coming full force like a missile, and he said he would move back his head 1 inch and then the punch would miss by a half inch. And he says that Sean Strickland has that like perception of range that's really good for that.
Yep. Yep. He's very
So
good at
which
timing shots. And I think another
yeah.
thing that benefits his style or just the way he fights is this dude spars more than almost anybody that is actively in the UFC right now. He puts in
Yeah.
more work sparring at the gym than you probably should. But when you got a style where you're hard to get hit, I guess you can get away with doing that because you're not getting touched.
Right.
Looking ahead though, not this weekend's card, but next weekend's card, the main event, bro. Alex Perez and Tatsuro Taira. That should be a banger of a fight. Co-main event: Andre Muniz versus Ikram Aliskerov. If I remember right, yeah, the only loss that Aliskerov even has on his career is to Khamzat, and this was prior to either one of them signing with the UFC. I think that fight
Mm.
is actually what got both of them signed. So that should be a decent fight. And yeah, Aliskerov's at middleweight, so I want to see those two run that one back because the fight that I saw that they had that was entertaining. Aliskerov had his moments, but yeah, obviously Hamzat got it pulled off because he's still undefeated. I don't know though if Hamzat gets through Whitaker though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because yeah, that's June 22nd main event. Robert the Grim Reaper Whitaker, good old Bobby Knuckles versus
Yep.
Khamzat Shamaev. Co-main event of
Come
that is
shot.
Pavlovich versus Volkov. You also got Johnny Walker versus Volkan Ozdemir. This is actually a stacked ass fucking card. This is the Abu Dhabi fight night card that's gonna be live on ABC. I'm pretty sure.
All right, I've come to a realization. I've been on the fence about it for a while. 155 is no longer the best division.
What do you think is then? I think 135 is the most stacked division,
I was gonna say 135 or
145, right?
I guess you could say, yeah, 145 is really good too. I was gonna say 170 because you've got Ian Gary coming up. They've got Michael Venom Page. You've got Kevin Holland. You've got
Shavkat,
Sean Brady.
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Yeah, Bilal's about to, get fraud checked.
Personally, I think Shavkat is the dark horse of the division. I think this is going to be the dude that's going to wreck it all, and this dude's going to become champion.
Yeah, it's hard telling.
He supposedly is a descendant of Genghis Khan, too.
Yeah, but I think like 10% of the people on Earth are descendants of Genghis Khan because he fucked so many people. He like conquered everybody's women.
Yep, that's what they did, man. That's what they did. But yeah, I know what everybody's really looking forward to is June 29th, and that's UFC 303, McGregor versus Chandler. You got Jamal Hill and Carlos Olberg as a co-main.
DraftKings already gave my money back for that too. I'm pissed. I bet on fucking Chandler versus McGregor a long ass time ago, and then they gave me my money back, and then now the fight's back on.
Man. So are you gonna put it back down? Or are you gonna relock that
yeah.
in?
I wish I knew what the odds were at the time. I think it was like minus 230 for Michael Chandler, but I don't remember.
Do you know what they are now?
No.
Well, let me check for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can also check and see what my original bet was.
It should be in your history, even if they refunded you. I don't know if it'll still tell you the odds, but
God, I don't know how long ago it was. It was a fucking hot minute ago. I'm gonna be scrolling.
all them busted parlays.
Yeah, no, literally, yes.
Oh, they got it, bro.
I found it. They voided my bet on Yeah, I don't know when they voided it, but minus 110 when I bet on Chandler.
Okay, and Chandler's minus 118 on FanDuel, and
Okay.
McGregor's minus 108. This is a pick'em fight at this point.
Yep.
That's crazy. They're both minus money. I think Vegas just scared to lose money on that one.
And also, like, yeah, that line's probably fucky because so many people bet on McGregor. It's probably like not.
Oh
you know.
yeah. No, if this was a normal fight, I think Chandler's heavily favored. But again, I mean, if McGregor of old shows up, man, this could be a dog fight for Chandler. And Chandler,
This is actually a cool matchup too because they're both originally 145 pounders.
you fight that 170.
Yeah. Juice up fucking meathead boys.
What do you think the chances are they introduce a 165 belt and make them cut down to the 165?
What do I think the chances are?
Non-existent.
15% maybe. I mean,
15%.
not likely. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it really, or if you should even do anything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. I thought they were going for I don't know. Because then you would have to you mean get rid of 170 entirely?
Or move it to 175.
Yeah, 155 would make
then
175 would make sense because then you're jumping the same amount of pounds. But it's hard telling. I don't know. I don't really care either way. Whatever they do, I don't think they should add a division without getting rid of one because I don't want to get to where boxing to where you got to have all fucking 14 belts to be the undisputed champ.
Like goddamn fucking
Yeah.
Infinity Stones.
Pokemon badges, gym badges. I went over and beat the WBC champ. I got my badge.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Some other fight related news. Supposedly, the Tyson and Jake Paul fight is postponed.
Yeah, I saw that too. Ulcers or whatever, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly medical issues with Tyson. He had to get pulled off a plane and wheelchaired out. They're saying it's ulcers, but it could be a number of things. The dude's 57. I still think he sleeps Paul though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he sleeps him.
Yeah, it's hard telling, man. He definitely should, but you never know with Jake Paul. He's got access to the finest fucking juice money can buy now, and all this other. Who knows?
Oh yeah, yep. And again, I feel like it's a lose-lose for Jake if he fights Mike, because if he beats him, you beat an old retired Mike Tyson. You're not fighting the same guy that was.
It's probably for personal satisfaction, just so he can be like, I fucking beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, who knows? But I guess supposedly he's calling out KSI for a rematch, and people aren't liking that idea because it's like, oh, you've had this 6-month training camp to fight Tyson, and now you're calling this other dude out on 8 weeks notice, 6 weeks notice. You're probably gonna win. You're in shape. You've been training for something.
I really want to see him fight. Actually, the most exciting fight for me was when he fought Tommy Fury because he was fighting an actual
boxer. Yeah. And he lost.
Exactly. Which is fine. I feel like he should keep fighting real boxers.
Yeah.
But
that's the only way you're going to get better is fighting people with legitimate talent and skill. And Tommy Fury is not the best boxer. He's kind of an up-and-comer, but that was a good fight to kind of gauge where he's at. It's not like he looked bad against Fury either.
Right.
But Fury outpointed him, and they gave the nod to the right person, I feel like, in my opinion.
Lifelong boxing lessons versus 5 years of boxing lessons.
Yep.
Or I don't know if you call them lessons, but training, whatever.
Man, I'm excited. These next two, next weekend's card, I could take or leave, but I'm really excited about the following weekend. Tyra versus Perez. That should be a good card. You got Bobby Heisted versus Garrett Armfield. I actually follow Armfield on TikTok. I really like this dude's starting to get his social media presence going, and
cool.
Actually, he's halfway funny. I like people that can kind of be real and be themselves, and kind of put a name out there for themselves, kind of grow their own buzz a little bit. Oh, Maclazio Costa versus Niran Becky, bro. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, this card's going to be gold. Quinlan versus Fugate.
They're trying to sell me power slap tickets on the UFC website. Get the fuck out of here.
They're doing what?
They're trying to sell me power slap tickets on the UFC website.
Of
Fuck
course
outta
they
here.
are. But one more time, you want to remind the folks what we have locked in?
Yes. Next week, the Parlay Pals are fucking returning, and we're gunning for Raul Rosas Jr., aka Raul Middleton, and the hometown homie Justin Jacoby and Brad Katana. Is that how you say his name?
Katana.
I'm calling him Katana. That's fucking cool as shit,
Yeah, you sound like a ninja weapon then.
right?
I'll take it.
Yeah, and it's at plus 136. Not a very juicy parlay, but hey, that just means we're more likely to win it.
Yep, right. And actually, because Dre hit on the Lerone Murphy, we actually were perfect on that parlay as well.
Nice.
We're gonna have to go back and actually figure out how many of these we actually get fully right in any given year.
Right.
But
Oh hey.
Go ahead.
Oh, I forgot that my fucking Islam by finish cashed.
Oh yeah, no, you sent that. It was minus 800, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the easiest bet you've made all year. Well, it was minus 800, so.
Oh yeah, we did get that one. Yep, the Mugarimbo, Adrian Inez, and Lerone Murphy. Yep.
Yep. What was that locked in at?
Plus 240.
Plus 2. That's not bad.
Yep. Lost the week before that. Lost the week before that. Then I got some singles. Ooh.
I think we had like a 2 or 3 week spot where we hit back to back to back, if I remember proper.
Yeah, I'm getting thrown off by my fucking singles, honestly. That are mixed in here.
You need 2 accounts, one just for the Parlay Pals, and then one for your over unders. But yeah, no, I think on that note, we could probably call it a night. We will be back though this upcoming Sunday at our normal time and a normal place back on a Real Ninjas Network. We are not broadcasting on a Real Ninjas Network tonight because they are running Real Ninjas as we speak. So when you're done here, hop over to the Real Ninjas Network page and go join Mr. President and the Trash Pandacoot himself. I'm sure that they're talking some crazy fuck shit because that's what they do on a Real Ninjas. Shout out. But appreciate the couple viewers that I've seen have been locked in this entire evening. You guys haven't chimed in or said much. You're more like flies on the wall, but we'll take it. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button like your Hamza. Just smash it. Smash them all. But yeah, we'll be back next Sunday at 8 p.m. Again, thank you everybody who did join us tonight. Also, give yourself a round of applause, Paul. You made it through. You're a little fucking tired. You just worked a double. Probably a little hungover earlier. I appreciate you sticking with me.
Yeah, woo, no problem. It's a good time.
Oh, yeah. But as always, like I said, appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We'll see y'all next Sunday, and have a good week.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.